Indianapolis Colts. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Brissett going to go to the air right away. Thomas has got it, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. First carry now for David Montgomery. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Brissett.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brissett.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches, too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball as part of the opposing game plan, and they work hard when they showed up.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brissett sets to throw it. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Brissett's throw complete there to Moore.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Montgomery. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Brissett. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brissett. He's got a man here.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Once more, Montgomery. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop him for no gain for the second straight play. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Running for it, Montgomery. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. So Montgomery denied on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The Colts had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And this is caught. He hits more.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. To throw is Bridgewater.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually...
With a 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Faking the give, now Watson. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Watson on 3rd down. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
On fourth down, Watson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on second down. Watson firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And Thomas has it.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A give. This is Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down and 4, Bridgewater flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
He'll get this underneath him.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Colts pick it up. There he goes left side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one, and here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Moore, the man in motion. Montgomery back to the ground. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. David Montgomery, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 4th quarter lead. The point after is good. And it's now 17-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Dances by him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down to the 35.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. As remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
To throw, Watson.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Colts! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but and forth.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost,